So welcome to an overview of my high performing team workshop. So whether you're going to attend it or you've already attended, this will be a great overview and a review of the elements and things that you can do going forward. Now, the first part of what we walk through, and it comes from the research we did in the book called The Commercial Real Estate Revolution, is to understand the nature of the problem and to understand that the system to deliver capital projects is designed to create friction, designed to break or create distrust and fragmentation. So how does that happen? Well, briefly, it happens because of the way we acquire services and then how we structure the team. So very briefly, it all starts with the RFP, the bid document. And there's a certain rule if you're a competitor, and I was a competitor for many years going after these procurement efforts. I knew that the one most important thing is try to figure out how to be as low cost as we could, or the low price option, to win, because that was the one way to guarantee, if all things being equal, then we had to be low price. And that's what clients do. They bring together people that they consider to be equals. Now, the other side of that equation is that I know if I can win, that I bid this job on what they call a schematic level of understanding. And that is 15, 20% of what we understand this job will be is in the bid procurement process. So if I win, there's going to be another stage. And that stage is called design development. And in that stage, there's more detail. And with more detail comes an opportunity to reprice the project, because in the first one, in the schematic, it was required that I provide a door. And so I did. And there was very little detail on what that door had. But now in design development, it's now a glass door with a long stainless steel handle. So now the opportunity is to reprice it and to either improve my margin or protect my margin so that it doesn't get further eroded. The owner understands this as well. So what do? They hire project managers, big, burly project managers who try to hold this behavior or tamp it down and try to keep it from getting out of hand, so to speak. But it becomes a game, and it becomes wasteful, and it becomes this area of I can't share all of my cards. I can't bring my best to the table because I've got to reserve some over here so I don't get squeezed in the process, or if somebody else interferes with my work. So that's the nature of the beast. Our job is, how do we create a team that is highly aligned, transparent, gets involved as early as possible within a system that's designed to break us apart and keep us from really sharing our best information with one another. So the first step is understanding the problem. One of the ways we do that is we talk about what does the problem look like from your seat on the bus, and get all of this on the table from the different stakeholders. We actually have an exercise that I'll describe in the future in another part of the videos here on accidental adversaries and moving that from accidental to intentional allies. And so we become adversarial by accident, not by intent, but because of the design of the system. So we'll talk about now, how do we begin to build that trust? So that's the next.